I hope you like the new shirt. Evidently the wife told me it doesn't look good for the video. I put it on for all you ladies, it might make it look better. Anyhow, the glues are starting to go off. We're going to prepare with the sticks like I showed you before, ready for the next process. And you probably didn't hear what I said before, but I put the brush in a container of thinners while in between gluing sessions. That cleans all the glue out of the brush, ready for the next stage. Just a bit of an update. They've just bought the robot in that's going to be mounted on the train set. I've had to change the sidings, which I'm working on now, but won't be an issue. When this thing is completed, this is one of the robots that will be on the train set working the loading and unloading the carriages. Looks impressive, doesn't it? Hi, back again. As you can see, we've finished laying the carpet down around the track, and I don't know about you, but it looks like grass to me. The beauty of this product is that it's 3mm thick. It's very easy to maintain and clean with, you can actually vacuum it. It doesn't affect any of the carriages or running of the train because it's the same height as the track. Back again, the next stage we've got to do is put the wires in for the track power by drilling a hole between the sleepers through the table, as you can see. That allows us to put the wires up beside the track. The cable I like to use is electrical cable. If you use red and black, it's very easy to get, so you don't get the polarities mixed up. Red's for positive, black's for neutral. And as you can see, it's a solid single copper wire. It's 1.5mm thick. What this allows you to do is put the wire up through the table. You just give me a minute, you'll see it come up through the hole. You can see the copper wire coming up through the hole. When you get it up level with the track, you bend it over, ready for the next stage. And the important thing is that when you're wiring the track, always put the cables on the same side of the track all the time. In other words, if you're going to put the red on the outside track, you put the red for the rest of the table on the outside of the track. And we bend that over. As you can see, with a little bit of careful preparation, you can bend the copper wire into the track, ready for soldering. That's the next process. So you've got to be very careful that the copper wire does not go above the top surface of the track. And as you can see, it will sit in the groove of the track very easily. Hi, back again. We're going to discuss the basic things to how to solder. The iron I like to use is a fairly big one. Approximately, you probably need about 60 watts to do the job. I also like to use a power board with an on-off switch that you can turn the iron on and off as you don't require to be on all the time. Another little trick is an ice cream container with a sponge and some water. This allows you to wipe the iron and clean the tip. It's an old builder's trick. I used to use coil solder and a liquid soldering flux, which I can apply by using a cotton bud. It's very simple. Dip the cotton bud in the fluid and dab it on the area where you're going to solder. These are very cheap and very easy to use. Hi, we're ready to go. I've got the soldering iron fairly hot. It's very important that you do actually have a hot soldering iron. You cannot leave the iron on the track. You will melt the sleepers that hold the track together. Sometimes you might have to hold it with a pair of pliers, as I'm doing, just to help you position it inside the track. Now, you've already got a little bit of solder on the iron. And it's a very simple process of holding the iron, and you can probably hear that sizzle. The sizzle is the liquid flux connecting the solder to the track. If you can see that solder joint is pretty good. It's important that you don't get solder on the top of the track, but don't get too concerned. With a small file you can take that off the surface. That's covered the basics of soldering. I've got a lot of work to do to catch up. So what I'll do, I'll finish soldering all the rest of the track, and the next stage will be positioning and mounting the point motors to work the points. Then we'll also be testing the point motors before we wire them up. I will show you that in the next section.